Morning, guys and girls. We had a down day yesterday, so we rested and recuperated, and hooray, we were able to go to Universal, the ticket center, and get our tickets sorted, so we can now go into Universal Studios. I didn't film yesterday because I just wanted a break, and the camera's heavy, and I figured, you know, we were with family hanging out, so it wasn't anything I felt like I wanted to memorialize in a video. So that's why there's a kind of a gap. But today is our Magic Kingdom day. Finally, 5 days into our trip, and we're finally going to, you know, the iconic park. We haven't seen the castle since they colored it and put like the 50th emblem on it. Painted it. I don't know, I was thinking of like them drawing on a coloring page, I guess. Been around kids too long. Anyways, we're going to Magic Kingdom. We tried to book a Genie Plus reservation right at 7 o'clock for Jungle Cruise, but it was already at like 10:30, 11, which was kind of later for us. So I'm not sure if Genie Plus is gonna work out as well for us today. We ended up getting a 9:30 Haunted Mansion. So the tentative plan is, instead of starting in Adventureland like I was planning on it, we're just gonna go to maybe Small World or the Carousel and then work our way to Haunted Mansion. It took a little bit of scrambling at the last minute to figure out what we wanted to do, because we tried to get, after Jungle Cruise didn't work out, we tried to get Peter Pan, but the time didn't work, so we had to go to a third choice. I'm not sure I liked how you had to like change your plans on the fly, and it was just kind of chaotic. So I'm not sure I like Genie Plus when it comes to Magic Kingdom, but we also expect that this means it's going to be a very crowded day, which is kind of to be expected. It is Magic Kingdom. But we have a lunch reservation at Steakhouse 71, so we're gonna go to the park for a little bit when it's hopefully, you know, 90 degrees versus 98, and ride some rides, and then we'll take a break and go to lunch. We also hope to be able to go over to Shades of Green today, because in their lobby is a Mickey statue. It kind of has an American flag, and I think the Declaration of Independence on one of his feet. And it's where we've always gotten pictures of the kids. We've gotten, I want to say we have 4 or 5, and it's so cute to see the progression of them growing up. We know it's out of the way and kind of an inconvenient stop, but we want the picture of our babies to see them grow up. So those are our goals for today. I know, a lot, I can tell. I'm tired, I'm winded just from talking about it, but those are our goals and our hopes. Let's go see how they work out. I was looking for the name of our parking spots since we're parked now at the Magic Kingdom, and really it's just the first row. Actually, technically the second. No, it's the first. We're just the second set of cars in the first row. Because look, we are at the ticket center that will take us to, where is it going to take us to, guys?
Magical Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Woohoo. It is a little bit of a pain, so just FYI, when you're going to the Magic Kingdom and you're driving, you're not parking in the Magic Kingdom parking lot, you're parking at the ticket center, and you have to take either the monorail or the ferry boat over. So, something to keep in mind when you're planning your day. So we actually got here about an hour before park opening because we knew we needed to make our way over, and it takes a minute. So I would highly suggest that if you're driving, plan extra time for that.
So the kids decided they wanted to take the ferry, so we're going to get in line on the ferry and get on and get over to Magic Kingdom.
We made it in. Now it's time to go see the one and only Main Street USA. Yay! What a beautiful sight this is. I've missed this sight so much. Wait for the reveal. Wait for the reveal. Ta-da! Look at her dolled up for her 50th. Look at her dolled up. What do you think, Landon? Are you happy to see it again? Yeah, look at that smile. Are we home? Are we back in our happy place? Are you back in your happy place?
Yeah. Technically everywhere's my happy place.
Everywhere's your happy place? I like that attitude. That's a good mentality to have.
He gave us a thumbs up. Yeah. I'm gonna be like this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Be here with us. We're so happy you could join us for this magical celebration.
Landon was a baby, this was one of his favorite places to eat because he'd sit up there and he'd just wave at the boats as they go on. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently I'm missing. It's the happiest cruise that ever sailed. We now finished our ride on Small World and we're headed over to take our ride on Haunted Mansion. Wow, apparently I completely forgot what we were doing.
Yep.
We have our lightning lanes and we're gonna go do that.
I'm excited. I'm happy I did Small World. That's my like quintessential Disney ride.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And Evie got to do the carousel. She's already yawning. Yeah, the carousel. Carousel, right?
Yeah.
A horse-drawn carriage with no horse. Sure looks like there's one there, though.
Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination?
We are currently not winning when it comes to Lightning Lane. We just looked and the next one we could really find, we're all at like 10 o'clock and it is 10 o'clock. So they were in the 10 o'clock area and they were all ones that are mostly walk-on. We went ahead and we booked a Fill Our Magic. We'll watch that and see where to go from there. Right now, we're thinking the best thing to do would be to try and stack fast passes for the evening and take an afternoon break, go relax. We had initially planned on leaving at 5, but it's looking like that might not be the best idea. So, on our way to Fill Our Magic, and we'll see where we go from there.
It's a Lion King! Beat the maid of it like the king was before. I'm pushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
Thus far, rather uninspiring theme.
Oh, I just can't wait to be there.
If you're looking for mini ears in the Magic Kingdom,
Which one, show me?
the shop right outside Fill Her Magic has got you covered. It's got all the Mickey ears you desire. I like these. They're like the very British. I like them. And of course the sparkles are the ones that Evie are seriously looking at right now.
Yeah, that one's really pretty.
Isn't it? Yeah. It reminds me of England.
It is. It's
And
very
it would be
English.
kind of fitting to wear around
The little
England.
crown.
I like that.
Let's see.
Let's see. Do the ears fit? Turn around, Evie.
Crown.
Turn around, let's see. Aww. Very cool.
What's the price?
There she is.
I like it.
There's magic everywhere! It's time to celebrate!
50th outfits. How fun!
We get the 50th monorail.
Ooh, we get the 50th monorail.
How lucky are we?
I've got 2 tired babies. I think they're ready for some lunch, which is pretty convenient because we're headed to the Contemporary Resort to have lunch at Steakhouse 71.
Yeah, I'm gonna try its sauces first.
Where is my sauce?
On the side, baby.
What is on it?
Then dip it.
I don't want to dip it.
Oh, their cheese grits are nice. Then rub it in it.
Then take your fork and just put it over it.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
tasty.
gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's real good.
Well, first impressions. This
Your
looks
salad looks
good.
good.
Everything looks really good.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
Look at that burger. The green stuff? It's green apples.
So, we just finished our lunch, and I'm wondering how we could possibly go back. The kids got the peanut butter and jelly wings, and I got the stack burger, and Mom got the onion rings, and the Caesar salad, that's right. And then we all got the bacon and eggs to share. Personally, the bacon and eggs were fantastic. I really, really liked them. They were the grits were creamy, the bacon was fantastic, and the
This was good too.
eggs that went with it were really good as well. My burger, I'm normally a guy who throws ketchup on every single burger I ever get, and I was able to eat that burger, and I didn't need ketchup with it, which for me is really saying something. Let's see what Landon thought. Landon,
Yes.
what did you think of your food?
The PB&J wings were.
Stop moving away and look at me when you're talking.
PB&J wings were pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they were actually better than Daddy's burger.
Do you think it was better than my burger? That's
Yeah,
fine.
and this was pretty good too.
That's your
The water
opinion if
obviously
you're wrong.
tasted like water. The grapes and broccoli tasted like regular grapes and broccoli.
Okay,
This is what I
yeah.
had, except without the little
What else
yellow
did you
stuff.
try? You tried the bacon and eggs. What did you think of the bacon and eggs?
The best part of it was the bacon.
Yeah, you
The
really
rest
liked
of it wasn't that good.
That's fair. Well, what about you? How did you feel about lunch? I already kind of went over what we all had.
It was so good.
Yeah?
So good. Let me put it this way.
No, you're good. You're in frame.
You can lip read, yeah, have fun with that one. It was so good. But let me put it this way. I don't eat beef. Like, I eat it maybe once every 6 months. It's just not my thing. I would order that burger. It was so good. I took 3 bites of Alex's.
Which is not normally, you know.
Usually, if I try something of his, I take like 1 bite and I'm like, I'm good. But I went back for a third. Like the second one, I was like, yeah, I'll get 1 more. And then by the 3rd bite, I was like, it cannot be as good the 3rd time around. It is. It wasn't dry.
Yeah.
It had such a good flavor. The bun was almost sweet. It was a brioche bun, so it had that sweetness to it that blended perfectly with the burger.
Yeah.
And as far as my food goes, I love the onion rings. They were delicious. The sauce had a nice kick to it, which I like with onion rings. I want a really zesty sauce. My Caesar salad was presented beautifully. The Caesar dressing was very good. It had a peppery taste, which I enjoyed. Like I said,
Yeah,
you know,
anchovy was
the
fun,
flavors and the flavors and the seasonings were all really good. My only complaint, and this is the running theme of this trip, was there was just a
Hey, Landon, please move away.
just a smidge too much dressing. Like if they had just like a teaspoon less, I probably would have been okay. And like I've just discovered that's kind of how the sauces go at
Yeah,
Disney.
you need to get sauces on the side.
I think I just need to get the sauces on the side, and I say this every video and every time we eat somewhere, and I never do. So maybe by the end of it, I'll learn my lesson, but who knows? It'll just be the chronological journey of Alicia for getting to ask for sauce on the side, and I just
Hey, Evie, come here.
whapped him.
Evie. So, what do you think of your food? What do you think of all the food you ate?
So, broccoli, good.
Yeah, the broccoli was good.
Chicken bone,
Your chicken, your wings. Oh, you didn't like them?
I did.
She was not digging them.
Yeah.
They did taste.
What about the
So-
bacon? What do you think about the bacon and eggs?
Bacon,
Kind of okay.
I mean,
eggs,
well, you didn't even have the eggs, so
You had the grits.
you had the bacon. Oh, did she try the grits?
She tried the grits, yeah. Grits
Okay,
are
so you weren't really a
quiet
fan of the
taste.
grits or the bacon. What about Daddy's burger?
good.
Yeah?
So if you could eat,
Mommy's onion rings?
so the next
You
time
guys
you
eat
go
onion
there,
rings?
what would you
Yeah.
order?
Yeah, you like Mommy's onion rings?
And
Oh, you tried the salad too. What do you think of the salad, Evie?
bad.
Yeah.
I will
so-
say.
She said it was
I
worse
will
than
say,
the
I had the chicken. I tried a bite of the chicken wings. They're different. They taste like hot peanut butter. Like you know when you get if you
Yeah,
melt
like-
peanut butter.
I wouldn't say they were
have that.
bad.
They're not.
They
They
just
weren't bad.
were
Like
weird.
it's not like I tasted.
It was an interesting
It wasn't like
flavor.
I bit into them and was like, oh gross, I want to get this out of my mouth. It was just not my cup of tea. But I guess if you are like peanut butter obsessed and you like warm peanut butter, they'd be good. And I thought that they would be good for kids because you know kids peanut butter and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, Landon liked them.
Landon liked them, but Evie not so much. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
She filled up on broccoli.
Yeah,
she had
she ate
a
all
huge
the
pile of
broccoli.
broccoli, and that made her happy.
She did.
So, has Alex said what we are doing next?
I did not.
Okay. So next, we're gonna go get our car. We're gonna go over to Shades because we have to get that obligatory photo that I mentioned in front of the Mickey.
And put it right here.
And Shades, we joke that Shades is our home resort because we usually stay there every trip, so it feels wrong not to go visit Shades this trip. Like, that's just where we usually stay. So we're gonna go visit Shades, and then we're gonna go home and take a nap.
Yep,
Because
nap
we're
time.
tired, and Magic Kingdom's
Landon
open
needs a
late.
nap.
So we need to and we wanna be, it's better to be in the parks after the sun is set because it was hot. I almost I thought I was burning when we were walking over to lunch.
Yeah, I was looking a little pink.
I was
so-
really worried. So we need to get out of the sun.
All right, let's go.
We're home. Wait, are we? I guess not this time. I know not everyone gets to see Shades. So this is what the entrance looks like. It's beautiful. It's got all the different branches, flags flying in the front. Oh, it's so pretty.
Who else will Mickey?
He's
Mickey,
inside.
he's inside. The Mickey statue is inside. And here at Shades, you have a parking garage that you can park in.
Yep.
From the parking garage, we go inside, and there should be a bank of elevators. And we're on one side. Basically, the lobby is in the middle, and there's rooms in the parking garage on this side. And then on the opposite are the pools and more rooms. So Alex and I, when we stayed here the very first time, we got put on this side.
Yeah,
But ever since,
time we've ever
but ever since we came back, we got put on the other side by the pools, and I think that's where they stick the families. I feel like the first time we came here was without kids, and so they stuck us on the quieter side. I think they have a quieter and a family side. Could be totally wrong about that, so don't quote me. This is the way to the lobby. Really, really quick and easy. Shush, we know. And here is the outside view. So pretty. Here we go. Well, we found our Mickey statue. Our traditional Mickey statue. We found it. See? Hold on for a second, Landon.
He's basically as big as me.
Hey, Landon, would you mind stepping down for just a second?
He's like as big as
There he is. There he is. All right, we're gonna pause so we can take our shot. Here's the reception area, the lobby, the fireplace. And if you're riding the buses, no, if you're getting dropped off or walking from the Polynesian, you come through that entrance. There's the check-in desk. They have a little coffee bar that sells ice cream and Starbucks coffee. Downstairs are some restaurants. And here is the hallway, and you go towards it to get to the rooms and the AFI's gift shop and the Shades of Green Ticket Center, where you can buy some of your puck tickets with your military discount.
So in Shane's, you're able to order online your attraction tickets. So that's how we got our tickets. We ordered them through the Shades attraction tickets desk. They mailed them to us, and that way we had the tickets. All we had to do was show up and use them. And now we're going to go into the exchange, see what that looks like. So they always have a bunch of clothes and toys and that kind of stuff. And of course they have drinks and all the good things you can find at a normal exchange. And as with all exchange products, everything's tax-free. So the price you see is the price you pay.
Alex said he showed you the ticket center, which we're passing now, and we're going in towards the Magnolia Wing. And over here is the first of two pools. I don't want to go out there because I don't want to show people swimming, but you can see it. That one has a 0 entry. This one also does not have a kids section attached to it. So if you're here without kids and you want some peace and quiet, this is the quieter. This is the quieter of the two pools. However, it also does not have the water slide. So you got to kind of take your wins with your losses here. But yep, so we're entering the Magnolia Wing. Just to give you guys like a wayfinding point. Right here, this room is the buffet restaurant that you go downstairs from next to the coffee shop to get to. And then across that's the other wing of rooms. That's where that's where we came in from the elevator. I think we've done this a time or two. Just a time or two. Further down that hallway is the yoga studio they offer. We kept following that hallway past the yoga studio, and we took a right at the corner, and now we found the other pool, the main pool. And right in front, you can see the kids section. Splash pads, kids section. Our kids lived in it every time we've come. Honestly, it looks just familiar. Feels like home. I know I've said that a million times, but there was one trip that my mom and I took Landon and Evie on, and we spent more time at that pool area than we did in the parks, because it was July also, and they just wanted to go down that pool. Like, we've come from the time the kids were only old enough to go down the smaller slides to graduating to that big tube slide over there. It's a really, really awesome area for kids. Unfortunately, I think Landon might have outgrown it, but I'd say from 2 to 7, perfect. And off in the distance, you can kind of see it. In the right-hand corner is the main pool. If I'm remembering correctly, you have to be either 44 or 48 inches to go on it. But yeah, that's the main pool area. As you see, there's 2 of them. And yeah, like I said, I don't want to go out there and film closer because people are swimming and that just seems impolite. But yeah, and like I said, this is just the main elevator area in the hallway. Very quiet. We've had rooms down this way and to the right plenty of times. Landon's just hanging out. Evie is looking longingly at the pool because she wants to go back to it. Oh. Yeah. All right. I'm not sure what else to
to show you guys. It's hard for me to kind of know because we've been here so often that everything's kind of familiar. As I said, there's restaurants downstairs and there's walking. The area outside is really nice, but it's very hot, so I'm not sure I'll show you guys that. But if you guys have any questions about shades, please leave them down below, because like I said, this is the resort we stay at the most, so we'd be happy to answer any of them if you need them. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but in order to get on here, you just have to show a valid military ID. So if you have a military ID, you show that, the gate guard sees it and just lets you go through. The first 2 hours of parking are free in the garage, and then after that it's about, or we think it's about $8 to park. So if you're interested in checking it out, there you go. Perfect.
As you can see, it's the next day. Our night last night kind of split. Alex and Landon went back into the parks to ride some rides. Evie and I stayed home. We needed a chill evening. It was nice. We sat out on the porch while a storm ran on. I read a lot of my book. I just kind of cleaned up the kitchen and rested up. And I personally appreciated that. So, sorry this intro is, or this outro is the next day, but we just kind of did our own thing. And it was raining last night when Alex and Landon went into Magic Kingdom, so I told them not to worry about the camera, just go have fun.
Yeah, we managed to do Pirates, Space Mountain, Buzz, Thunder, and Jungle Cruise.
So they got a lot accomplished.
All in like an hour. Like, everything really happened in that last hour.
That's awesome. And side note, if you know, longtime Disney fans, you kind of have these unofficial bucket list life Disney goals. They accomplished one of mine. One of my things that's like on my list of things to do is ride Thunder Mountain when the fireworks are going off, and these boys managed to do it. I was just a little jealous.
Completely by accident, but yeah.
That's the best way though, right? Like, I don't want to I mean, yeah, it'll be special if like you plan it, but like, I just wanted to kind of have it end up happening that way. But anyways, so yeah, that was our night.